Before the Beatles were famous, Stuart Sutcliffe met the photographer Aston Kershaw. She took their photograph, and the rest is history.
Our manager, you know, he told us the photograph was taking place. So Norman had said to me, when you get there, get your drums at the front. I think we were altogether about 2 years, and we've done so much in 2 years. It was amazing, you know. It was hard going, though, 4 or 6 hours a night playing. Really hard, you know. And we got a break in the film part, like the Ferry Across the Mersey. From the film, we went on the soundtrack, an LP to America. George Martin recorded us. We were invited to go down and record I Got a Woman as a single. And on the other side was a number called Angel of Love. They had like a panel who would decide whether the record was getting released or not, you know. I just remember coming in one time in the flat in Water Street in Wallasey, near Liscard, and I just heard the record on the radio as I come in. And I go, and our kids bouncing all over the place, like my mum's there and all that, you know, and everybody's made up. So we thought, like, this is it, you know. Norman Ace was our manager, and he used the record, you know, to get us season at the Star Club. When you came back from Hamburg, you were a different person from the person that had left. You know, you were slim, your hair was down the back of your neck. You were completely crazy compared with your average mate who was doing an apprenticeship or something, you know. You really looked like a rocket, probably. And we were doing this gig, and the girls were screaming. And what I noticed to be young, like someone who were only about 14, you know, and I'm 22, really, and I just felt embarrassed by the situation. I thought, like, you know, these young kids, I felt it was just out of place, you know. That was probably the reason to keep on going. It probably wasn't the reason to stop. But we weren't aware, really, that we were going to go on an LP. We weren't aware that we were going to get a single out. We weren't aware that we were going to go and do the Star Club Hamburg, or we were going to tour the country. I mean, at that time, we were just lucky enough to have got this part in the film, which was great. I've spoke to some of the lads out the bands that were in the film. I haven't really met anybody that got a lot of royalties or anything. Now, I definitely received a cheque for £30. But I know the LP, Ferry Across the Mersey, it must have sold about $250,000 in America. I shouldn't have packed in playing. I said I'd get married, and, you know, that was it. But as soon as I had problems, where like my wife decided she didn't like me anymore, you know. But she quite liked the house and all the rest of it. I had Kenny's LP, actually, and I was in the bed sitter in Kremlin Drive, and I used to put it on and get my sticks out and do that, like, you know. And I got a little residency in a place. And it was £9 a night, but it was godsend when it was in the bed sitters, because there's no fun on your own 7 nights a week. You know, if you can go out playing, like, that cover 2 nights, and then you got your cash for it, like. But I'm glad I started playing, like, I won't stop now, like. The Mersey Cats was created due actually to the death of the drummer of the Mersey Cats, John Banks. Some of the old musicians of the 60s got together in a wine bar in Penny Lane, decided to do a show for John. So I became a member of the Mersey Cats, and the thing to do really was try and recreate your band from the 60s to do these shows, and they decided to make funds, you know, as a charity for the handicapped kids of Merseyside. No, nobody feels sorry for it. It says, oh, you know, he was great in the 60s. I mean, you've got to be as good as any musicians that's playing now. You know, you've got to be as good if you're going to do it, you know. There are some 60s bands now that have never stopped, you know. I mean, they had some hit records in the 60s, and it's a great life, you know, on the holiday camps. I mean, that is good. I mean, you know, that's really like, that's what I want to do now.